The morning sun bathed my Ohio suburb in a golden glow, but the air in my driveway was thick with tension. For 8 years, my garage workshop had been my sanctuary, where the scent of sawdust and varnish mingled with the satisfaction of crafting furniture. I'm Ben Carter, a woodworker who turned a hobby into a thriving business, never bothering a soul. That Monday, though, as I sipped my coffee at 7:15, I froze. A silver Porsche 911, gleaming like a trophy, sat parked across my driveway, blocking my garage with surgical precision. No bike, no truck, no delivery could get through. It wasn't a mistake, it was a declaration of war. I knew instantly who was behind it: Monica Langley, the HOA president who'd swept into our neighborhood 2 years ago, her designer heels clicking with the authority of someone who thought she owned us all. Monica, with her tailored blazers and salon-perfect hair, had made herself infamous with petty complaints, wrong mailbox collars, lawns an inch too tall. Her husband, Greg, was a shadow, shrinking under her commands. As HOA president, she'd vowed to protect property values, but her real goal was control. Now, her Porsche was a barricade, a shiny symbol of her crusade against my workshop. I scribbled a polite note to "Please move your car, it's blocking my workshop." Ben Carter, 42 Oak Lane, and tucked it under her wiper, hoping reason might prevail. She emerged, all poise and power, read the note, locked eyes with me across the street, and crumpled it with a smirk, tossing it into a trash can like a victory shot. My neighbor, Tom Reynolds, watching from his porch, shook his head. "She's done this before, Ben." Cited me for my wind chimes, harassed the Wilsons over their garden statues. "She's testing you." His words sank into his wasn't about rules, it was personal. Monica returned, repositioning her Porsche with deliberate care, ensuring it blocked every inch of my driveway. She wasn't just parking, she was taking a claim. That evening, an email from M. Langley, HOA president, hit every resident's inbox. Certain activities threaten our neighborhood standards and property values. Let's maintain our community's excellence. It didn't name me, but the target was clear. Tom texted, "She's posted pics of your workshop in the HOA chat, calling it a disruption. She's gunning for you." By morning, a yellow violation notice adorned my truck's windshield: excessive noise and unauthorized commercial activity. Fine, $150. Deadline, 7 days. Monica's signature, paired with a fake HOA seal, screamed fraud. My business was legal, zoned correctly, quiet for years. This was a vendetta. Thursday brought Hopia $1,200 order for a cherry dining set for a restaurant's grand opening, due Friday at 10 a.m. I emailed the neighborhood, including Monica, warning of an early delivery truck. I spent all day Thursday preparing, wrapping each piece in blankets, the wood sheen a testament to my craft. Friday, I opened my garage at 7:45, only to find Monica's Porsche back, blocking everything. She'd seen my email and chosen sabotage. At 8 o'clock, Dave's delivery service rolled up, driven by Dave Larson, a reliable guy I'd worked with before. He eyed the Porsche. "No way I can get in, Ben. She's got you locked out." I rang Monica's bell. Greg answered, bleary-eyed. "She's in her yoga session. Can't be disturbed." I pleaded it was an emergency, but he shrank back, conditioned to obey. 45 minutes ticked by, Dave's patience thinning. "I'm charging $5 a minute overtime, Ben. I've got other stops." Neighbors gawked, some snapping photos, feeding Monica's narrative. At 9:30, she sauntered out in pink yoga gear, feigning surprise. "Oh, Ben, is there a problem?" Her voice was syrupy, her eyes cold. "Your car's blocking my delivery. I emailed you." He shrugged. "It's legally parked. Your issue, not mine." The truck left. Dave billed me $225 and swore off future jobs without clear access. The restaurant cancelled, costing me $1,200 and their trust. Monica stood in my driveway, smiling. Maybe find a new spot for your hobby, Ben. Somewhere less disruptive. Rage boiled, but a calm clarity took over. I retreated to my workshop, pulling out the HOA rulebook. Monica's own weapon would be her undoing. Saturday, I hit Reynolds Hardware, loading $687 worth of plywood, 2x4s, screws, and a new drill into my truck. The clerk, a kid barely 20, asked about my big project. Just some repairs, I said, masking my plan. Monica, watering her roses, smacked as I unloaded, thinking I'd caved. Finally getting the message, Ben, she called. I stacked the lumber silently, letting her savor her false victory. She'd be at her lake house all weekend, perfect timing. That evening, I sketched blueprints for a temporary enclosure around her Porsche, legal under HOA rules for maintenance projects. It wouldn't touch her car, but it'd trap it, forcing her to face her own game. Tom stopped by, eyeing my plans. Ventilation maintenance, huh? That's thorough. His grin said he knew. Sunday at 6 a.m., I started building. With a craftsman's precision, I framed a wooden box around the Porsche, 6 inches of clearance on all sides, screws locking each plywood panel tight. By noon, it looked like a shipping crate, sturdy and imposing. A sign, ventilation system maintenance, do not disturb, added legitimacy. Neighbors gathered, some chuckling, others setting up chairs to watch. The air buzzed with rebellion. Monica's taxi pulled up at 11:30, her relaxed glow fading as she saw the box. "Where's my car?" she shrieked, her voice a siren. Dogs barked, windows opened. I kept walking, calm. It's safe, Monica. Just protected during my maintenance project, per section 12.7. Her face purpled. You can't trap my car. I held up the rulebook. I'm just following your standards. She circled the structure, searching for a flaw, but my work was flawless. Monica called a tow truck, but the driver, a burly veteran, shook his head. Can't touch it without damaging the car or box. Not my liability. She dialed the police, ranting about theft and vandalism. 2 officers arrived, a seasoned sergeant and a young deputy. Is this on your property? The sergeant asked. I showed my survey, email notifications, and HOA rules. All legal, I said. Monica's accusations, he's stolen my Porsche, fell flat. The sergeant sighed. Ma'am, it's his land. No damage, no crime. Neighbors, emboldened, spoke up. Mr. Ellis, usually silent, said, Monica's turned this place into a war zone. Mrs. Larson, the street's matriarch, added, we are done with her bullying. A crowd of 20, half the street, nodded. Tom handed Monica a petition with 18 signatures, demanding an emergency HOA meeting to oust her. Her hands shook, her empire crumbling. Monday, I savored a slow breakfast, extending my maintenance to relish Monica's defeat. I dismantled the box deliberately, each screw a reminder of her failed crusade. The Porsche emerged, dusty but unscathed, a humiliated relic of her arrogance. Monica watched from her window, her perfect facade cracked. At the Thursday HOA meeting, Mrs. Larson became interim president, erasing Monica's rules and signs. Monica and Greg listed their house, selling to a young family who loved my workshop's home. My business boomed with new orders, my reputation strengthened by standing firm. Justice wasn't loud, it was a quiet, measured box, built to outsmart a tyrant. But as I sanded a new table, a question lingered: would Monica's next neighborhood learn from her fall, or was her kind of control too stubborn to die?